Hey everybody, this is Eve Hennessy from Bitcoin Kindergarten. I'm also on Twitter, Bitcoin Kindergarten. I am the author of 5 books, one of which is called Crypto Assets and DeFi Tracker. So when you end up with a whole bunch of coins, you can track them here. It's a little big if you just own a few. If you're new, but you can get these here. Also, I have a money tracker book. So I used to be awful with money and finances. And I read a lot of books, and it all says track your money, and I couldn't find any good ways to track it for myself. I like to write it down and have it all in one place. Also, if you're starting your business, I'm doing a course on the 60-minute startup. I created a workbook. I did not create the book. It's an amazing book by Ramesh Donta. So we're going to do a 2-month course, mastermind, going through this together. It tells you everything you need to know about how to start your business. Everything, absolutely everything, in 30 minutes a day, or 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day for 30 days. But I drag it out over 2 months. You can go faster. So if you're just arriving, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button and all. That way, whenever I come on live, you're going to know either before I come on or when I can come on, and you can come ask me questions. You can come, any of your family can ask me questions, children's, grandparents. I speak perfect Spanish, and my French is not too bad. So you can come ask in these languages, and we will get you going. So if you are here, you probably are aware that Bitcoin has been skyrocketing. The whole crypto community is basically like having a huge party. We always knew all along that this was going to happen. It's what we were expecting. We've been watching the crypto grow and grow and grow and grow, and now it's got to that mushroom size where it's taking over everything, including banking. Now JP Morgan, who only a year ago said Bitcoin was a scam, or it was a year and a half, is now saying, oh, you know, Bitcoin's price is going to be, I think they said 200,000, you know, by the end of the year. So even though Bitcoin is going in very high up, I still think it's a good time to buy. None of this is financial advice. And of course, don't spend any money that you aren't able to lose. I put all of my money in crypto, but I didn't hardly have any, and I didn't really have anything to lose. So you have to really gauge, you know, what you do with your money. And so I've already told you, if you're brand new, go to Coinbase. It's the easiest, the simplest. It has the best interface, the less numbers, the clearest to read charts. You know, like literally a 10-year-old could go on there and buy crypto. So that's what I like. You know, why make things complicated if they can't? You know, you can, and it's also the safest in the United States and Europe, probably in other countries too, because it's insured. You lose your password, and they have customer service. There's a lot of things in crypto. So this is just the safest, easiest thing you can do. And not only that, you can get a lot of free crypto by going over $100 worth of completely free crypto by watching these like short 1-minute videos and answering a very easy question. It's how it's their way of marketing, you know, and educating the public. Once the public knows about it, you're going to want to get into it. So if you use my link, I get $10, you know. That's not why I'm telling you this link, because $10 is not that much fun. But it does help. It helps the channel. So I'm trying to build my channel. I'm going to try to come on every day and answer all of your questions. I can answer very complicated questions and very simple questions. And if I don't know the answer, I know who does know. So today, so for the past weeks, Bitcoin has gone from like $18,000 for one up to 34,000. It's about 34,000. Let me look. 35,800. No, 35,566. So it's on an insane bull run. And the thing about Bitcoin that makes it so valuable is that there's only ever going to be 21 million ever created. It's in the program that's running. Nobody has control of it. No one can stop it. No one can change it. So now that it's proven, 13 years of very steady, incorruptible, incredible network, unhackable. Now all of the banks, all of the huge corporations are putting their money into Bitcoin as a store of value, because if they just keep their money in dollars, their money's getting less and less every day. If they put their money in Bitcoin, it gets more and more. There's this guy, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategies, who was one of the first corporations to say, like, okay, we're putting our company savings in Bitcoin. And they got delisted from Wall Street, or one of those people, yeah, downgraded. Oh, Citibank downgraded, and then but now they're up 43% this year. So everybody else is going, let's do the same. But that's great. It's great to get Bitcoin. It's good to keep increasing your Bitcoin stash. Anytime you get a few dollars here and there, put it in the Bitcoin. But a lot of the really big money right now is being made in what we call altcoins. So they're all cryptocurrencies. They're all blockchain technology. You can see my other videos, and I started my Bitcoin Kindergarten on another channel, but it's linked, and you can go over there and watch some of my earlier videos where I just really explain what exactly is Bitcoin. But I'm willing to explain it over and over. Any question you have, like what is a blockchain, I will answer. I studied in the Ivan on Tech Academy, which is the #1 rated blockchain academy in the world. So altcoins. But since Bitcoin is the first, it's the biggest, it's the most important, it's the richest, we call it Bitcoin. And then every coin after that we call altcoins. Even though Ethereum is, even though it's a lot less valued, it's really getting up there with Bitcoin as an important fundamental. Those are like the two fundamental coins, projects, technologies in the blockchain ecosystem. But, over the past, so what happens is in this kind of bull cycle that we're in now, the last time this happened was 2017. And this is a different one because now all the big corporations are coming in and it's really insane. Is that people buy their Bitcoin, okay, it's going up, great. What else can we buy? Where else can we put our money? What else is going on in crypto world? So that's how coins start pumping and going up, which, I mean, I even know it myself. Like usually on my channel, whatever, I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, I think this one's getting ready to pump. Like literally 2 days ago, I said Chainlink, and Chainlink started pump, and Cosmo. Before that, I was buying Zill. Anyway, they're all doing great. I have quite a knack and an understanding of crypto. I'm basically an artist. I'm not a techie person. That's why I'm explaining in this way. But as a person who traveled a lot, understands a lot, have a good holistic thinking, so I feel like I understand what the whole situation is, and it's not that hard to see what's coming next if you're very engaged, which I am. So Chainlink, it's kind of like, say, there's Bitcoin, which is a store of value, digital gold. Ethereum is what so many projects are built on, and it's of this ecosystem called decentralized finance. Like you might have heard of VeChain, which is a huge one too, which is like a supply chain blockchain. Actually, it's going to be tracking something to do with COVID in Cyprus. So I think it's, there's this blockchain is this amazing technology and is being used for so many things. A lot of it is financial because people are financially motivated. They want to build financial products, right? Banks used to make so much money. Well, they probably still do. But they're all coming to crypto now because they won't keep making it. So that's Ethereum. That's the second one. And then the third ones are like this decentralized finance we call DeFi. Building blocks. We call them like Legos building blocks. Actually, I just looked, and MakerDAO was up like 64%. Unfortunately, I think I only had like $60 worth of that one. But gosh, that's a lot. 64%. So this is what happening is everybody's like, okay, now what do we buy? what's the next thing what's the next Bitcoin? You know, everybody's like, what's the next thing that's going to give us, you know, that's going to make us rich, you know? So that's what's going on now. And so there's a lot of altcoins, which are quality, which are very good. And they are very important in what's happening in the whole ecosystem of crypto. If you watch Altcoin Daily, they'll give you like 15 minutes every day of news. And I like it because you can find out what's going on in the world of blockchain crypto. They do a lot of ads. Every once in a while they support something that's kind of iffy, you know, because people are sponsoring their channel, but usually they're good. Just if you use your own intelligence, you can kind of see right through that stuff, or at least I can. They only had one project, which was bad. But anyway, the basic news. Let them go on with the basic news. If they start really talking about it, some kind of product, usually because they're getting money for it. And they tell you them, but just, you know, they're great. They're still great. We all have to make our money. So these things are growing. These projects are growing. We need these building blocks, which are the decentralized finance building blocks, which is why Maker went up like 64%. I was going to look at it last. I mean, the market's going crazy. We're all like hardly able to sleep, basically. Maker did go up, yeah, 57%. I know that's stellar. Okay, Maker went up. All right, so there's altcoins, but it's actually, I think, on a false rumor that the Ukraine was going to make their cryptocurrency, their monetary national money based. They were going to use this stellar protocol platform to do it. So I heard that was a false pump. But Stellar is like, it's always there. It doesn't usually shine like crazy. Like only when there's a crazy bull run does anybody buy XRP or Stella or Bitcoin Cash or what's the other one? Ethereum Classic. Like in the crypto world, it's not generally coins that are talked about, although of all those coins, like Stellar is maybe the only one that actually does something really good. I'm not sure the other ones even do much. XRP is actually being delisted and taken off of many exchanges because of some SEC violations. So anyway, I would have touched with a 10-foot pole. But so the ones that are the important ones in the building blocks are, one is Chainlink, and I was just listening to, there's several people who are the big top, you know, crypto influencers and experts, and they say that it's undervalued. And I was thinking the same thing because you see all these other coins pumping like crazy, and Chainlink is kind of holding steady. And oh, that's great. Chainlink is holding steady, and it's one of the most important thing. It's like the Bitcoin of DeFi. Like you need this Chainlink in order to build all of these other applications. They're called dApps. I think that means decentralized application, dApps. So that you need this Chainlink as the most trusted building block of all these other applications, yet the price isn't pumping. So when these banks right now, all the banks are also getting into decentralized finance. Like it is such a better way of doing money that all these banks are just, you know, FOMOing in. They're coming in like crazy because they have to. Otherwise, they're just going to be completely left out of the global economy, because this is what's happening now. Nobody's that interested in just, you know, whatever a bank is doing. Let me read this question. Interesting, good knowledge. World of Bitcoin is important. Yeah, thank you. So that's Basher. How's it going? Anyway, if you have any questions, just put them. So I actually bought some Chainlink, even though it did start to pump and it is up. But Ivan on Tech said this. He's sort of my guru, and another guy that I follow on Twitter, is that it's just like the sleeping giant is just sitting there. Ethereum is also a sleeping giant. It's also undervalued. Chainlink undervalued. So it's just that people don't know what it is. You know, that Chainlink, you know, what is it? It's, people don't know it. A lot of these other ones, even like Stellar, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, have been around for a long time, even though they haven't really done anything for years. I mean, they just sit there doing nothing for the most part. But Chainlink is a newer one, but it rose up quite high in the ranks over the last year. But then it's just been sitting steady, hasn't pumped in this bull run too much. So I got a little more, and I heard that. I kind of knew it, and I should have gotten it the other day, but I didn't. So I just wanted to talk about how do we buy? You can buy Chainlink on Coinbase, I do believe. Yes. So, but you can't buy all of the good coins on Coinbase, but you can buy Chainlink. I think you can buy Band Protocol. That was one I told you last week that I have bought this 2 years ago. But it started pumping. Like, it had been very flat forever. You're just like, whoa, it's getting old. But it started pumping, and it has the possibilities to pump like crazy. Let's see what's Band doing. Let's see if we can buy it on Coinbase. So that's the easiest, simplest way to do it. If you're buying several, tens of thousands of dollars of a coin, you might go to Coinbase Pro and learn how to use it. I have never bought that much. I just sort of buy like, not too much at a time. So you can also get Band. All you have to do is on the Coinbase, this is what it looks like. Just hit buy. You have to link your bank or your PayPal or your debit card to Coinbase and get verified in the United States. They know, who you are. So consider that in your taxes. Don't just think, you're out at the casino gambling and nobody's watching. These are taxable events. Okay, so what's another good one? Yeah, Maker's going up like crazy. Band should be pumping. AAVE. That one's been pumping like crazy. Polkadot is it's a very big one too. It hasn't really pumped huge. Matic, these are all like in the world of crypto and Bitcoin, these are all very essential protocols that have uses. Like Bitcoin doesn't store value, it's basically money. It doesn't do anything. There are not programs made with Bitcoin. I mean, maybe a little tiny bit, but it's not really. The main thing about Bitcoin is that it's the biggest computer network in the world. It is the most stable computer network in the world. The blockchain is basically thousands of computer nodes which are verifying each transaction. So it's not one person, in a big warehouse somewhere filled with your information. Nobody owns it. That's why it can't be stopped. It can't be owned. And it's very brilliant. You can study at Ivan on Tech Academy. You can go for like $22 a month and learn the basics. And it's just videos. Like, that's what I did. I have the Ivan Academy in the link. And you can just study the videos. It's amazing to learn something new. A lot of people don't like to learn something new. That's why when you talk about Bitcoin with them, they're always like, oh, that's a bubble. Oh, that's a scam. I don't understand it. And just like, buy some, just get a little bit, just start to learn, because it is the future, and it is even the present. VeChain is expected to get bigger and bigger. I already bought some like 2 years ago. What are some of the other blue chips? These are like they're called the blue chip altcoins. Let's see, MakerDAO. It's gone up hugely. Cardano, I don't know much about Cardano. Elrond, I've just made a lot in Elrond recently. It's going up. It has huge use cases, and it's a huge decentralized finance platform. In the near future, when you go to get the mortgage for your house, your car, it's going to all be blockchain mortgage, because it's so much more efficient. It's cheaper. It's more fair. The blockchain cuts out accounting, because it's all within the program of the protocol. Is the accounting, is the lawyer. So you don't there's not like one accounting sheet. You have to see if it matches up with another accounting sheet and all that. No, it's all encrypted and it's in that ledger. It's in the blockchain and it's verified thousands of times. So there are no mistakes. So it's amazing. And I myself, I'm a lender. I make 16% annually staking ZIL on Atomic Wallet. I don't have that much, but it grew like crazy, I have to tell you. I'm also staking Cosmos on there. Cosmos is another one, which is it's a blue chip. It's a blue chip crypto that's very important in the ecosystem and only going to get better. Let's see. Binance Coin has a chance of doing really well. Matic, very good. Neo. So these are coins that people on the streets aren't talking about. Even banks and investors, they usually just stay in those top 5. Bitcoin Classic, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, partly because they're just investing like $1 million out of pop, you know, and they might just be doing trading. It's not a project that's going to grow and be something amazing in the world. So there's a lot of us, we just stay away from that stuff. Because for one thing, you have to be watching it. You have to understand, you know, when the price is rising and falling. Basically, on all of these things that I'm telling you about, the prices are only just rising. It's like Bitcoin. Even if the price does dump, which it should. If it didn't, that would be really strange, you know. If it didn't dump, you know, we have pumps and dumps, but it will always come back up to pump because there's scarcity and it's growing to worldwide mass adoption, like all of these other coins. Unibright is a good one. So if you want to know, you hear of a coin, but you don't know where to buy it, you look on Coinbase, it's not there. Binance is also a very good choice, but you don't want to put all your money on Binance because it's not really, I don't think it's insured. I mean, all the things that are in the United States that you're giving your money, you have to give your driver's license and your bank. You know, you don't have to necessarily have a social security number, but you have to have your identification verified. I'm pretty sure all of those in the United States, I think they have to be insured. Otherwise, the United States doesn't really let that happen. So you go on CoinGecko, which is like a gecko, just like the insurance company. Then you put in your coin. Let's look up Unibright. So that's a very small coin. So there are those of us who buy the very tiny coins that they're not even on these big exchanges yet, but we know they're very good projects that have a likelihood of becoming very, very essential in the future. So I mostly just follow Ivan, and frankly, that's how I got my Aave. It's how I got my band. It's how I got a lot of stuff, which, you know, he was right for the most part. All right. So then I have mine in French. I don't, you know, just gonna try to nail my French, but you would just say exchanges. There it says like plateforme d'échange. So you just go on there and you could put, you know, graphs or exchanges. So you click on that and it will show you all the exchanges it's on. It's on Uniswap. A lot of coins, these smaller coins, are on Uniswap. And right now, the fees are really high. This is something that fluctuates with the market. So I don't want to get into that. One day we'll talk about Uniswap. So I haven't bought anything on Uniswap for a while because I buy small quantities. And so I heard the gas price, the price for the exchange is quite a lot. So I go to Binance or I get another coin. Like I already got that Unibright back when the prices weren't so high. Although, you know, if you're getting several thousand, I don't think it's a big deal. But sometimes I'll get like 100. I've even got like 30. You can buy $1 worth of Bitcoin on CashApp, which I also have a link for. We'll both get $10 or something. in the description. You can buy $25 worth on Coinbase, probably even 10. There's a low limit on Coinbase. Maybe $10, maybe 25. So the thing is, you can buy tiny amounts. That's pretty much what I did, and you know what? It changed my life, and it changed everything about my life. You know, Polka Starter, that's a really good one. Let's see where we can buy it. And I keep meaning to get some because I even talk about it all the time. And he started programming when he was 11, and he's a genius. Uniswap. All right. So there are other exchanges. Many of them are not available to United States citizens. You can use a VPN and get on them. I don't know if it's legal, but I've done it. And I don't think it's illegal. I'm not sure. But however, coming with the illegal is the chance that you can lose your money. Because there was this one OKX, I had some stuff on there, and for a month, there was some kind of issue in China with the owner or whatever. You know, it's a whole different system over there, and they were not allowing withdrawals, which basically means your bank was closed. And it was a miracle that they opened back up, because I had some of my Polkadot that I bought on this other exchange on OKX, trying to avoid those gas fees on Unibright. Let's see. Oh, you know, it's a really good one too is a Swiss board has been doing well. It's a DeFi, and I think I'm gonna go. I just want to tell you about a few altcoins where you can get them. You can get a lot of them on Binance. Let me see another one that I would buy if I was just starting out, or even not. I mean, there could be other good ones. Every influencer, every trader has their own projects that they know about and like. So I know about the ones that Ivan knows about, because that's who I mostly follow. I do not follow other people. I follow them on Twitter, but I don't know them well enough to take their advice. But Ivan, I have been listening to him for a very long time, every day for an hour, and I have taken much of his advice, and most of it was good, you know. But he's also very careful, and I have to say the same thing. At any time, anything can go wrong, you know. So you're putting your money in here, you can lose it. At the moment, everybody's making a ton of money, but in the last bull run, people made a lot of money, and a lot of people lost money. But here's what not to do. If you buy in now, say Bitcoin right now is $35,000 for one, almost. You know, even me, I want to buy. You're like, oh my God, it's going up. It is running out. I mean, there's a scarcity built into crypto. That is why this craze is happening. And, you know, it could easily go up to 200,000 this year. But maybe at one point it might dip a whole bunch. You know, there are a lot of different ways that the market can fluctuate. There are whales that have huge amounts that could just sell it at a pop, and boom, you know, your money goes down. But just don't sell it when it goes down, you know, unless some kind of weird thing happened to the network, you know, that is unforeseen. A black swan event like happened this year. Now we all are used to the black swan events, right? So, what was I saying? I got very sidetracked thinking about black swans. Yeah, total brain freeze. I think I'm just gonna go. Let me see what else would be a good thing to buy if I was gonna buy something. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was saying. Is there, you know, different people know about different ones, and I follow Ivan, and a lot of other people follow Ivan. Ivan's been written up in Forbes, Bloomberg, you know, and I know some of the other guys, some of the most famous guys like Pompiliano, and I forget their names, but there's a lot of the most famous people. there's people that might specialize in other coins. It just depends on also your personality. If you're a trader and you want to get into some super high stakes, you know, there's other stuff going on. You don't have to go by the quality of the project. But the good thing about going with the quality of the project is that you can not have to be watching it, you know, every minute. It's good to check on your crypto, especially if you have smaller coins, just to make sure, you know, a project. I did only invest in one project that's gone bust, and it's called Plutus DeFi. I'm not quite sure how much I paid for it. Either $100 or $200. Possibly $3. There was a time I had a little bit of money. I was putting some money, but no, probably 100. Maybe only 80. I don't know. Sometimes I bought like 60 of something. Probably was like 60. Okay. But now it's worth $8. Maybe it will come back. You know, under Twitter, they're kind of acting like they're going to come back, but I don't know what happened to them because I'm not a techie. I don't follow all the ins and outs, but I do like to hear about the use cases, and I like to listen to it and understand it. That's why if you ask me a question, I would be able to answer it, but I'm not, you know, thinking tons about all this technology. It's not my thing. So let's see what else. Atomic Wallet, Ethereum. So Ethereum, most people, almost everybody believes is very undervalued. So if you had a little chunk of money, I mean, you have to buy Bitcoin because Bitcoin just has this potential to just keep going up exponentially forever. Ethereum, very good. Let's see, Atomics, good. Let's see. So EOS, I guess it's good, but I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't say. Litecoin, people buy that. They call it like silver to Bitcoin gold, but I don't know anything about it either. I used to own some because that used to kind of be like 5-6 coins. VeChain is very up and coming, but it's not like Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin is a program, is decentralized. There's no CEO. It's a network that's running. There's going to only be 21 million. Not all cryptos are the same. They're not all decentralized. That's what happened with the XRP. They weren't decentralized at all. They could just keep printing them up. So I think VeChain is doing very well, but I do remember hearing that at some point a while ago. But like as a stock, you know, or something to invest in, it's doing very well. This Dogecoin, it's been pumping, but we don't know did it already pump and then not going to pump more. I guess I'll just say the ones I know. I personally think AVE is going to go up. I think VeChain is going to go up because it's being used a lot, supply chain tracking. There's another one that we bought called Trace, Origin Trail, which also did this supply chain tracking, and they invented a new kind of barcode, which was like 100 times superior to the barcode that we use now for tracking, you know, where does your food come from, what's in it, you know, all that stuff, which is good to know because you don't know. Sometimes you can get your organic tea from, you know, come from like a nuclear waste dump, literally. I mean, the standards break down the farther away something gets from you. So this Origin Trail, it hasn't really pumped. So maybe that's a good one to get if the project is still doing well. Let me see. Let me look at my one. This one's Unibright, amazing. Oh, Darwinia, very good. It's been holding steady. It hasn't been pumping. It hasn't had any glamour, you know, the last little while, but into Ireland, it's very important in the DeFi ecosystem. Oh, Parsec, that one I did well with. These are just, I'm just going to tell you some of the ones I have. I wouldn't know whether right now is a good time to buy them or not. I personally think it's going to be like Chainlink and Band. All of these others. There's my Plutus DeFi, $8.16 worth. Unibright, Parsec, Darwinia, Sora, DuckDAO, Dime. So another good thing about CoinGecko app it's probably you can .com too, is that when you put in the search bar, they also show you what other people have been searching. Elrond, 1 inch. Oh, that's something that just came out. It's supposed to be very amazing. Cardano, Chainlink, Ethereum, Stellar. Like actually, all of these are blue chip altcoins. Matic, Network, Elrond, 1 inch, Cardano, Chainlink, Ethereum, Stellar. So usually when you go on the CoinGecko and you see what people are researching, it's something you never heard of, because a lot of it's like these yield farmer, these traders, these people who are just really understand markets and are putting a lot of money in, taking a lot of money out. That's who's researching a lot. Yeah, I think all of those would be good. Matic, 1 inch, Cardano, Chainlink, Ethereum, Stellar. I don't have any Cardano. I don't know why. I just don't. But 1 inch is brand new. I was looking into where to get that, but I do think it's also, you have to get it on UNISWAP. Let's see, Binance. It's on Binance now. Oh yeah, it's on Binance. So that makes it easier. So there's Binance US. There's different Binances. This doesn't say Binance US, but you can try. KuCoin. I have KuCoin, is a very stable exchange, but then again, so was OKX. But I do believe it's Chinese, but it's been around for a long time. BitMEX, Gate.io. I have Gate.io, but I have a hard time understanding it. I think they're Chinese too. It's a little iffy sometimes. Like, I'm not sure that I'll lose some money on there or not. All right, that's all I have to say. Hit the subscribe button. Come ask your questions. Send to your friends. Don't be left out. People are making a lot of money. This is changing lives, and it's also exciting. It's fun, and it's the future. It's the future of, it's like the internet, it's even bigger than the internet, because what it's doing to money, it's making communities, some of the poorest, tiniest little community at the end of the earth, you're able to now do business from there. You're able now to have a money that your government just can't, embezzle all the value out of, I live in a third world country, developing country. And from one day to the next, the money devalued 50%. Like $1 is worth 50%. Imagine waking up to that. It's a lot of countries like that. So crypto is changing the field. There's no bigotry in crypto. Like there isn't really in the internet either, but it doesn't matter who you are. You can get the loan. The loan, you don't have to show your credit scores. Like how things are being done is totally different now. And you can use your crypto for collateral. I'm actually thinking of doing that. I want to, once you get a certain amount of crypto, then you want to start diversifying into other investments. Like I don't own anything. I didn't own anything when I started. And I just was seriously in debt, like $20,000. And so you should never talk about your finances in public, but on the internet. But thinking of getting like a little loan, so you can use your crypto as collateral. It's part of how DeFi works, and you can get more money just by putting your collateral in, for collateral. You don't need any kind of credit history, nothing. So it's pretty amazing, and you get to keep all your Bitcoin. You don't have to spend it. Like I don't want to spend. None of us that has Bitcoin, we don't want to spend any of it. That's why it's growing and growing, and that's why you get it and you hold on to it. I sold a little bit recently just to pay off a little on my credit cards because, frankly, I still owe some to them. But but I try to hold on to it as much as possible because it's only going up in value, and it's the future, and you're still in early, still, the average person still doesn't know what a Bitcoin is. The average person still doesn't have any. So even though all of the corporations are buying it in now, even though it seems so expensive, it's still can be a good deal. And it's still, I do believe it's time, and most people also believe the same thing. All right, I'm gonna put my Cash App up there. You can send me some money. Oh, also you can call me. I do consulting. I will talk to you about crypto. I will lead you where you need to be led, and I will answer all of your questions, and I will walk you through using the Ledger, using Binance, using KuCoin, using Uniswap, using MetaMask, using all these things that it's very unnerving when you first go to use some of these things, because you're sending your money, you know, and it's just like a code, and you're clicking on apps. You feel like you're playing a game, but it's really your money. So, and there's not that many places. A lot of exchanges now will explain it to you, but for me, the way they explain it is like, it was written by computer programmers, so they have a different way of thinking, and they already understand all the basics of programs. So it's not like, you know, I personally needed some people in the very beginning. The first time I used Binance, I called my friend Preeti in Nepal, and she's like, okay, click on this, click on that. You know, this is a stop limit. This is a market buy. Like, it's a little more complicated to buy on Binance than and KuCoin also, and you know how to trade and this, that, and the other. I know how to do these things, and I can help you. Smash the likes, share with a friend, put it on your Facebook. Ciao.